Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
You're like, and just look at me with every
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Relax on YouTube. I'm Maury, and today we're going to be doing a review on a circular saw. In fact, it's the Black& Decker 13 amp. It's a laser guided circular saw. Let's do this. Okay, so like I said, this is actually a Black& Decker. It's a great tool. You wouldn't think the Black& Decker would make tools that are nice, but back in the days, Black& Decker was kind of like the DeWalt, of today, which is a very good tool, or maybe a Milwaukee. But I love the fact that it comes with a laser. It happens to be one of the circular saws that I own right now, so I want to walk you through it. Okay. What I like, let's talk about the good things about this tool. It's very intuitive. You know that this is the front. It has a laser to guide it. It has an easy way to handle it. So you can handle it with two hands. And you know exactly where you're going to cut. It's just like every other circular saw that it comes with a guide right in front. And you can change the angle of the blade by tipping it over. And you can also adjust the height of it. So it's a very easy tool to work. Circular saws can sometimes be very heavy. This one in my scale is about 12 pounds. That's it, 12 pounds. And that's not that bad considering that I have another one that's 35 pounds. Yes, I did say 35 pounds. So when you're working with that tool, you're really getting a workout. The grip, I like the fact that it has not only this handle right here, but it has this humongous grip, and it's very, very solid. And it doesn't just go across it, but it also goes around it. So it doesn't matter how far you are from the tool. I think you can still get a very good grip of the tool. And that's very important because a lot of times you want to hold it with two hands. In fact, most of the time you should be holding it with two hands because of kickback, which is when the machine goes back and it can actually cut you. So to prevent it from coming back, what you do is you hold it with two hands, you lock your elbows, or at least put a lot of strength to it, and it stays away from you. So the fact that it has those two grips to allow you to get a very good grip on it, it's amazing. It has a laser. Yes, it has a laser. Yes, it has a laser. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't particularly care too much about lasers in tools. Why do I need one in a chop saw? I don't know. I think I know exactly where the blade is going to cut. But some people appreciate it. In a circular saw, when I saw this one, I said, I don't need it. Well, guess what? There was a job where I needed to cut a fence or a gate, and it helped me to be able to see that laser. Not right here on the spot where I was cutting because I have the guide to show me that. But actually, not only does it show it to you right there, so you can see right there, the laser is actually showing right there, but it beams further up on the piece that you're working. And what I did is I used that to actually look at the line that I had marked all the way down there, and I used the laser to stay within that mark, and that helped me get a straighter cut than I would otherwise. Going back to 90 is as easy as just pushing the bottom all the way up, and now you're back at flat or 90 degrees, so you can get a 90-degree angle on your cut. The depth adjustment is also marked in the back of the circular saw, and it has a lever to lock or unlock the depth. And again, it's very easy to move it up and down. And once you have that lever pulled and locked down, as you can see there, it's not going anywhere. Don't you like it when a tool is really well made? And it's not just well made for the job, but it also lasts a long time. So this particular saw, if you look at the blade guard, this bottom part right here, that is not plastic, that is metal. This cover right here is not plastic, it's metal. I love that. I love that about this tool because I know it's made to last. Even the grip here is very heavy duty. It's also metal. So there's very little plastic. Basically, the only handle back here is the only one that will be plastic. And the shroud for the motor is also plastic. But the handle and the blade covers and the plate, they're all metal. And that I love. It is corded. And because it's corded, what I like about that is that it doesn't limit me into the power or the amount of minutes or hours that I can work. I can work this tool to death and we will be okay. I don't have to worry about is my battery dying? Do I need to recharge my battery? How many backup batteries do I have? The motor is 3 amps. And that to me is very powerful for what it needs to do. I don't feel like it needs any more additional power. Everything that I've cut, 2x4s, stacks of wood, fences, plywood, it just goes right through it. I don't feel like it hesitates going through material, and I don't think it needs additional power. It's great. One thing that I've learned is that no matter what tool you have, you're going to need to be able to do adjustments or change the blade. So eventually you're going to need a tool to use on your tool. What I like about this Black & Decker is that it comes with the tool. So they give you a 2-sided wrench, and it's also made out of metal. But here's the kicker. They really thought through when they made this tool, because I don't want to go all the way to my toolbox and get a tool to change the blade or whatever it is that I'm doing to it, maybe some maintenance. They actually have a slot right here where you can actually just push this right in and it locks into position. Once you have that there, it's completely out of the way. It doesn't bother you while you're working, and whenever you need it, it's right there. The grip is a very easy on and off, and it's right by your thumb whenever you're cutting wood. So it's very easy to reach it. And again, I just love the fact that it has this big handle. So whenever you need to access that switch, you have a very good grip of the tool, no matter what angle or distance the tool is in. I think those are the good things about this tool. What do you think? Do you like something about this tool? Do you really think it needs to have a laser? Go ahead and give me your comment right down below. I want to hear from you. I want to take the time to tell you that you can also find me on Facebook. I have 2 pages. One is Relax Home Services and the other one is For My Vanity. So look us up on Facebook. Every tool has its bad side. So now let me tell you about the bad side of this tool. I mentioned earlier that this tool is actually corded. So it's not battery operated, which means it has a cord. You're going to be tethered to an outlet. Now that has limitations because it depends if you're working in the backyard or you're at a job site and they might not have electricity. So it limits you to how far you can go from your house or the building. And sometimes it's nice to just untether from basically anything or anybody and have that freedom. The other thing that I don't like about this tool is that even though it has a laser to guide you in your cut, it's not a tool that you can use and get a very straight cut because you're still going to have user error. You're going to wiggle it a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, and that's going to get your cut not perfectly straight. So even though it has a laser, I kind of don't like that you still need a guide if you need a perfectly straight cut. What do you think? What do you consider bad about this tool? Go ahead, let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear from you. I also want you to take this time and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Now, I usually talk about the ugly side of tools as well. And to tell you the truth, I can't find anything that is ugly about this tool. I mean, it's not the prettiest tool ever either, but as you can see, I've given it some very good use. It's actually very dusty and dirty. So if you ask me what's ugly about this tool, I can't find anything ugly about this tool. But I tell you what, this is a good time for you to hit the bell, and you're going to be notified whenever I have more videos out. I think if you're a homeowner, this is a great tool for you. I do recommend it for homeowners. I think it's very easy to work it. I think it's light enough and it's very intuitive, like I said. If you're a contractor, I don't think it's a bad tool at all. There's pretty much nothing that this tool can do if you're a contractor and you're in a budget, or maybe as a backup. My final judgment is I think it's a great tool. And I think on the long term, because of the way that it's constructed, it's going to give you long-term satisfaction. And that is my final judgment. That's it. See you on the next video.